Hi, I'm Kim and you've reached my YouTube channel, Stitchy Squirrels. If you like cross stitch, then this is definitely the place to be. But if you don't like my style of cross stitch, that's okay. There are plenty of YouTubers and Flosstubers out there that might be more your taste. So feel free to have a watch. If I'm not for you, then go find someone else who is more to your taste. Yeah, long time no see. I thought I would do a WIP parade for you today. 2025 WIP parade. I did not realise how many projects I had on the go until I got them all out. Further ado, I know you're not here to hear me yabber on. Let's start looking at my WIPs. So the first one is in this lovely Charlie Feathers bag that she made for me as a surprise. It's absolutely beautiful. This is a brand new start that I had a few weeks ago. It's Autumn House and it's the first time I have stitched on wood, so that's exciting. I got this from Yasmin. She went to a Polish retreat not that long ago as a vendor, and she came home with some gifts, and this was one of them. So this is where I am right now. I started on the roof. I've done quite a bit of the back stitch and I'm really enjoying how this is going. The kit came with everything. It came with the felt backing, it came with a little stand so you can stand it up when you're finished with it, and all of the threads and a needle. All you had to do was provide the scissors. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying that because, like I said, I have not stitched on wood before, so that was fun. And I've also gone to the shop and bought myself the spring and the summer house. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that one. It's just nice to stitch on something different. Right, the next one, sorry for the crinkling, I haven't put this one in a bag yet, but the February cotton and twine box is this one. It says Happy Easter on it, but I am doing my own thing with it. All of these beautiful threads, and mine is going to say Hello Spring. Yeah, I'm copying the beautiful border, and Suzanne was nice enough to do a little recharting for me, so she's changed the eggs into some flowers and recharted the words. Yeah, and I'm really pleased with how that is turning out right now. So yeah, you get all of these supplies. I got the backing to turn it into a pillow and the rickrack. So I've literally just got to stitch it and then put some polyfill in it, and that will be done. Still plenty of stitching left to go on it though. Right, in this bag, I've literally just got all of my bags out today. It's a surprise to me what is in half of them because I haven't touched some of them since last year. So it's quite exciting for me. Here we have a Yasmin's Made with Love bag. It's made with Tula Pink fabric. I love their fabric. It's so bright and bold. And in here we have an octopus. So this dangling thread. This is an octopus from the Love Poppet Patreon last year. I've got a lovely, hold on, I'll have to show you this needle minder. Yeah, this is a beautiful octopus. It's got a bubble border around it. I made a slight mistake here. The arm should be bigger, but I miscounted. Yeah, it was on last year's Patreon. I'm sure if you were to join her Patreon, you could get it from the Patreon shop. I'll probably be picking this up in more towards summertime, probably June, and I'll see if I can get some more stitching done on it. This is a Tom and Lily fabric, a 32 count, and I'm using all of the called for DMC, like I have done with all of my previous patterns that I've shown you. So the next one I have is in a nice craft bag, beautiful tulip fabric, and you can kind of see what's in there. And this is a Barbara Anna design. Try to flatten it out for you. I'm sorry I haven't done any ironing. This was just a spur of the moment. Let's just get it done whilst I have the time. This is Blue Dreams, or Dreaming of Blue, something like that, from Barbara Anna. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't have a lot left to do. I've just got to fill in that hair, and then I think she'll be finished. It's still a lot of stitching though, but I love taking this with me on holiday. I've took it with me on holiday the last 2 years. So every time I see this piece, it reminds me of my holidays. But again, I am going to get this back out very soon because the weather has been lovely. It's really warm today. Yeah, absolutely sweltering today, but out front there's some builders, so I've had to close the doors and the windows, and I'm starting to get a little warm, but we're going to push through. So this one is the latest Cotton and Twine box. It's the June monthlies. I've done all of the other ones. This is the April design that was just released. If you would like this one, you can probably find it in the past boxes or PDF section. Just so you're aware, I have been gifted this box, and I was gifted the previous one. I do take photographs for their social media account, but I have bought their boxes before, and I highly rate them, and there are WIPs in this pile that I have bought from my own money, so I do really like the company, but just so you're aware. So this is the last monthly that is coming out in a box. The rest of them will be in PDF form or kit form that you'll be able to get in June. So just show you the bag. Another nice craft bag. I'm a fan of hers. And then here is what I have. This is a needle minder from Cotton and Twine, or the Historical Sampler Company. They're sister businesses. Is that what you say? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's where the needle minder is from. I thought it went well with the bees. So this is what I've done. I need to do some more. Yeah, in this box you got the thread and you got a frame to put it in when it's finished, and I would like to get this finished before June, so I have a month to do it. I think I can do it because these stitch up very quickly, so I would like to get that one done. I'm trying to balance all of my bags. We'll see if yeah, we'll see if they last. So this is in a little cat bag. I got this from Mrs. D's. She has a knitting podcast, and she also has an Instagram channel. If you can hear the beeping, that is my washing machine telling me it's ready. Yeah, she has a knitting podcast and an Instagram, and on the Instagram channel she advertises when she's going to put bags up that she's made. So I managed to get this one, and in here we have the Heart in Hand Seaside Tiny Town. I absolutely love this one. Again, this is very much a holiday stitch for me. I really enjoy stitching this up and thinking of the seaside. Even though I live quite close to the seaside, I live on the northwest coast in North Wales. But yeah, I absolutely love the sea. Again, hold on, I will try and get the wrinkles out for you. And here is where I am. I'm doing this on fibre on a whim fabric. I could not tell you what it is, but I will Google. No, I won't Google. I'll look on my Instagram and then I will write it down below what fabric it is. I am, where am I? I'm probably about halfway. Close to halfway on this one. I need to frog out the fish here because you can't really see them that much. So I'm going to frog those out and turn them into a different colour. This is a Charlie Feathers needle minder that I have on this, that is not sea themed at all, but I just popped it on there and it's doing the job. So yeah, I really want to get back to this. I would love to get my summer stitching out now. Yeah, I've been concentrating on spring stitching for a while, but I think it might be time soon. This is a Me Made bag, which you can tell because of the placement up here. It was the first project bag that I made, so don't judge me too hard, but it is lined, so I don't think I did horrifically bad, but I would definitely change the placement on the top so we don't have a half hare, half owl situation going on. But I love the fabric in this one. And here we have, I don't have a photo of this one, so I will try to put one up on the screen. We have this, it's an owl forest embroidery. I bought the PDF. There is a cat going across, and I think it's called Cats and Cross Stitch or Embroidery and Cats, so I will put the name on the screen. I haven't touched this for ages. I think this is on a 32 count fibre on a whim, and I am, yes it is, it's latte, fibre on a whim latte. And I'm just using some Tom and Lily variegated threads, because they have gorgeous variegated threads, don't they? Owl Forest embroidery, but because of certain situations it's very difficult. Oh no, hold on, I have a printed picture in here, I've just noticed. So I can show you what it looks like, or what it will look like, and it's called The Cat and the Needlework. So here is what it will look like eventually. Yeah, so I'd like to carry on with this a bit more. My threads aren't exact, but I'm still enjoying it. Right, the next one is in a Happiness is Homemade bag. I got this bag in, I can't remember what box, but it was in a gift box for one of the historical sampler company stitch alongs. You can just get the kit, or you can get a PDF, or you can get a gift box which has a few goodies in, and this was one of them, one of the goodies in one of the bags. It might have been the Patchwork Owl stitch along, but in here we have a project from Pigeon Coop Designs. It's in his book that you can buy, Into the Woods, I think it's called. I've got a little Sleepy Bear needle minder, and yeah, I think there's some trees that go up here, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I think he looks very, very lovely, and I'm excited to get more done on him. I'm using all of the called for DMC, which is in a mess, and here I have a scissor fob from Yasmin's Made with Love that I've just hung on here because I stole the scissors out of this bag. But I'm kind of using it as a bit of ring bling at the moment, but you can get these from her shop in several different colours if you're interested. Moving along, I've not put this back in the bag. If I don't put things back in their bags, then I'm going to get in a big pickle afterwards. So next, I think I might have two. Yeah, I have two projects in this bag. I got this bag from Etsy quite a while, a few years ago now. I really like scissors. So, right, the first project that I have in here is a cotton and twine May 2023 design. I bought this myself. I really enjoy their designs. I bought quite a lot of their boxes in the past, and I loved this design. It's very spring, summer. And you can see they finished it into a wall hanging on the back, and I need to pick this one up again because I absolutely adore it. And here it is. As you can see, it needs a good iron, and I've not done an awful lot, but I love that cute little fox and all of the pretty little animals and details. It's very, very pretty. So you can get this, I believe, as a kit or as a PDF, because they've released their new design, well, all of their older designs on their shop. I think if you go onto the Cotton and Twine website, you can find them. I'm just having a look to see if I've got a front cover for the next project, and I do not, so I'll have to pop one in. But the next one I have in here is a paid for, bought for by me stitch along from the Historical Sampler Company, and it is this. It's from Stitcherobia, and it's absolutely beautiful. It will say "Home is where the heart is." That circular border goes all the way around, and towards the bottom there is a pink house, and there's a few little creatures, like you've got the butterfly and dragonfly, and I know there's some hedgehogs. There might be some birds, I don't know, I can't remember, but I need to get back to this one because it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and I love all of the shading that Emma does in her designs. And this little needle minder, I believe I started this with, yeah, I did start this with Charlie Feathers, and it was before she started doing her own needle minders, and she'd found some wooden houses, so she made herself a needle minder and me a needle minder, and we did that together, and neither of us have finished it, even though that was a stitch along from a while ago, a couple of years ago now. Talking of stitch alongs, I have this bag. I can't read backwards. Crafting is my therapy. I got this bag from the gift box for this is the Historical Sampler Company's latest stitch along. Words are so hard today. I don't know if it's the heat, I don't know if it's my memory, but yeah, it started on the 31st of March. We're on part 3 now, and there's 5 parts, and I will show you what it looks like with all 5 parts stitched up. Not all 5 parts, all 3 parts stitched up. So here it is. Absolutely gorgeous. You've got a fox there, a squirrel there. Obviously, I think they're going to be, the rest of their bodies are going to come in part 4 and 5. I love the colours on this. I love the top flowers. Yeah, really, really beautiful. And I'm really, really happy with this. I just love the colours. They're absolutely beautiful. And then we also got in the gift box, but you can buy it separately, this squirrel needle minder. So yeah, you know I was a fan of that. Yeah, I cannot wait to get this finished, because I mean those colours, and then maybe on the wall afterwards, you never know. Right, the next one that decided to jump on the floor, so I will show you, is in this lovely bag from Also Alison. She's quite a new bag designer to me. Yeah, but beautiful bag anyway. And in here is Lily by Stacey Nash from the Animal Cracker series. Another picture. I never thought I would be an Animal Cracker kind of girly, but I think I might be hooked now. I'm really enjoying stitching this, but I'm stitching it with my own twist. I am doing I'm doing her in a brighter colour. I thought she needed more colour in her life, so I'm doing this on Fabrics by Crafty Kate, August 2023 fabric of the month. This was in Stash, pardon me. This was in fabric that I had in Stash. I asked Charlie Feathers if she would do a lily pad needle minder for me, which she did. And I'm using Aurifel. I've got another little pouch that was made for me as well. And I'm using several different spools of Aurifel. It's the first time that I've used Aurifel, actually. I've bought them all from I'll pick it up after. I bought them all from Corey's little shop. I've got another spool I think I'm going to use for her dress. And I'm really enjoying it. It's on 36 count, which is the recommended fabric count, but I'm doing mine 2/2 because I really like I like thick, full coverage of my threads. So yeah, I think she's definitely going to be one of a few Animal Crackers. I already have Clovis in Stash, who is the British Badger, and I've been eyeing up Maggie May, and there's a little fox in dungarees that I think would look so cute as well. And I've seen a few people do some colour conversions on Bobbin. He's the little mouse that you can put like the stand on different things. So yeah, I might accidentally flung myself well and truly into the rabbit hole of Animal Crackers. And now I'm going to go and get that Oracle bobbin before I forget about it. So, yes. Right, next is in this lovely bag by Twine at Flosstube bags. I have a few of her bags, but they are carrying model stitching at the moment, and I'm not showing you, but I have a few of hers. And in here we have this, which is King of Flowers by Luca S. It's my first full coverage, even though people that do Heaven and Earth designs and things like that are probably laughing right now, because it's not very big, but for me it's huge because I've never done anything like this. So I am doing, yeah, I'm going small even though this is big for me, and I'm stitching this. I'm stitching this with some lovely ladies. There's a group of us that I plonked myself in nicely, called the Stitchy Sisters, and quite a few of them are cheering me along as I try to do this. There's a few people actually I've never done full coverage before, so we're all trying to learn off of the very experienced ones. Anyway, sorry for the crinkling, and I think this is the right way up. This is what I've done so far. So I am using all of the kit, oh itchy eye. I'm using all of the kit because it's my first. I think this is 16 count Ada, and the threads are all Luca S threads. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it will look beautiful once it's finished. Yeah, I know quite a few people have started it in different places. There's some that have started bottom right, I'm all confused, bottom right, and working their way up. Quite a few have started top left, working their way down. Me and at least one other lady have started in the middle, because I wanted to get straight to the fun bit. Yeah, I wanted to get into all of that colour, and if you look, there's quite a lot of greys and dark colours at the bottom. So yeah, I wanted to get straight into the fun pinks and oranges and yellows. So yeah. Right. Next is in a bag that I bought from Cross Stitch Sarah, cross_stitch_Sarah. She was selling some bags, and I managed to pick one up. I really liked this colour. And then here we have, I'll see, there's the tiniest photo that I'll show you. There it is. You can see where I have underlined bits that I've done. This is from, who designed this? Maria Diaz, and it's in a Cross Stitch Crazy magazine that you can get on Readly. and I just printed out working copy, and they should look like that when it's finished. So I've done quite a bit of it, but I still need to finish it off. And I have done some scissors. I have done some since you last saw it. I think, yeah, I've been working around here. It's mostly just leaves and buds now to get it finished, but it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, every time I see this, I just want to get this finished. Yeah, I'm doing it on 32 count polka dot fabric. I cannot remember what it's called, and I'm using all of the called for DMC. I also know that you can get this now from Maria Diaz's website, so I might try to link that down below in case you haven't got Readly, but it's very inexpensive, so yeah, I love it, absolutely love it. Really want to get this finished. I might try to do some more on this, try to get it finished this year. Right, next bag I've got, this was bought by my mum and dad as a present. I think they got it off Etsy. I really love the girl with the pearl earring photograph, and I really like cats, so it was a win-win for me. And in here we have got two projects again. So in here we have got the March 2025 cotton and twine design, Hello Spring. This was designed by Yasmin's Made with Love exclusively for the cotton and twine box. Absolutely beautiful. Who can resist that adorable bear? It's so lovely. And so just cheerful, and a squirrel. So you know I'm gonna love it. And yeah, in it you got the threads, you got backing fabric and rickrack, and here is where I am on it. You also, during when the box was available, you got this beautiful bare needle minder as well. So again, this is another one that I need to work on. I'd like to try and finish it before spring officially ends. This one again, stitching up very quickly. So yeah, I might have to. I do not like doing, well, I love doing WIP parades because I get to see all of my beautiful projects that I've been working on, but at the same time I then want to stitch on all of my beautiful projects. So yeah, oh look, isn't he adorable? Isn't the bear adorable? Oh, so yeah, that's project number one in this bag. I know why they're both in this bag. It's because in March I went away for a stitchy weekend, and I took this project bag with me, and I threw both of these projects in the one bag because I was going on the bus. Yeah, so I didn't have a lot of room because I only had a backpack on, so I just took the one bag and two projects in it. And this is the second project that is in the bag. It is a stitch along by the Stitching Cabin, the lovely Hayley. She's got 2 stitch longs going at the moment. There is this one, which is the Great Outdoors, and then she's got a Coastal Walks one, which is also very pretty. I will put an updated photo of where the stitch along is for this one, because it's absolutely beautiful, and I've barely scratched the surface. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving this one so far. I am stitching this on a 36 count Edinburgh linen in Winter Moon, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's Kreinik in it, in the moon and the stars, which sparkles, and it's just lovely. And the next line, there's going to be some bears, there's also foxes, any other animals, owls, and the release yesterday there were deer, and oh, lovely. Yeah, I really want to get back to that one as well. Yeah, I just need more time. I need more hours in my day. So the next one that I will show you is in this bag. This is another Yasmin's Made with Love bag. Fox. Yeah, really well made. And in here we have got, I started this in, did I start it in November? For Black Sampler Month? Maybe? This is her original, well, where I've got to on her original black sampler. I am stitching this on a 40 count. Is there any information? Yes, there is. On a 40 count, it used to be called Leo and Roxy. I think it's now just called Roxy Floss Co. 40 count dirty porcelain linen, and I'm just using 310. Yeah, and it's beautiful. There's back stitch around the letters and the border. I will put a picture up of it finished. It was a Patreon exclusive when I started it, but now it is in the shop. Yeah, I do not know what is going on with my brain today. It is not my friend today. I put the camera on and my brain just disappears. But yeah, there's all of the letters at the top, and then there's flowers in urns and stuff at the bottom. Yeah, and I'm just doing that the good old 310. Right, next is another project in another nice craft room bag. Beautiful, beautiful. I think I got this one when I was at Stitch in London. And this is hands-on design, winter folk band sampler. I really like this one. It's got some speciality stitches in it. But to start off with, I'm not gonna lie, I was not a fan of. But now I'm quite enjoying it, and I love the way that it's looking, so definitely worth it. And here it is. Here's where I am. I've still got a bit to go, but not that much. Yeah, there were these specialty stitches to start off with. I wasn't the biggest of fans, but once I got into a rhythm, I really enjoyed it. I love the back stitch on all of these pine cone leaves, needles, pine cone needles. Yeah, and I really like it. And I'm looking forward to finishing this probably in winter now. But I'd like to maybe do the other seasonal samplers that she has, the spring, winter. Yeah, and it's also the first time that I've used cotton pearl, cotton pearl. If you're looking for someone that knows what she's talking about, I think you've probably already established that that is not me. Right, the next one is in this bag. I took this with me to Stitch in London because it's got 2 pockets, and in here we have got Love Poppet squirrel cushion. So this is quite a nice and easy one because there's only 2 colours. So all you have to do is concentrate on counting, which sometimes is all that I can manage to do, especially if I'm tired. So it just takes the pressure away from having to keep looking at the different symbols. Yeah, there's just 2 colours, and I've put both of the colours on some floss drops. And then this is where I got to. I just have to do the rest of his body, and then there's a nut at the bottom, and then he will be done. This I will probably get to in autumn. Yeah, I really like him. I really like the cutout design bits. It's really nice. Yeah, and like I said, quite easy to stitch. And I also have the matching needle minder. I bought this from Stitch in London when she was there. So, yeah. Oh, if you could see, you can't see, but I've just got a pile of bags in front of me. Okay, next is another one in a Nest Craft Room bag. I got this before she started with the labels, and this is Florentina. I've lost the picture. Well, no, I haven't lost the picture. I did lose the picture, and then I found the picture. My daughter had taken the picture away from this project because obviously she thought it was very pretty. So I'll try and put a picture up if I remember of what she will look like. Oh, she's big. So I'm try to see. This is Florentina. I'm so sorry. You've got a crease in your face, lovely. Yeah, this is where she is at the moment. I've done her beautiful face. I know some people leave the face until the end, but I don't think that works for me, because I see the face and then I want to work on her to get her finished so I can have that beautiful face up on my wall. So I tried leaving the face off for as long as possible, but I realised that it just doesn't work for me, because if I don't see a beautiful face, I don't want to, I can't bother to work on her. So now the face is done, I have her hair left to do, and then I have her huge dress and the pedestal that she is sat on left to do, and there's a cat at the bottom. She's basically, she's a big girl. She's gonna take a while, but that's okay because I enjoy stitching on her. We're slowly getting to the end. Slowly. This, can I show you the picture of this one? I don't know. Yes, I can. This is The Dressmaker's Daughter by Mirabilia MD121 if you're interested. It's got the details on the back. This is going to take me forever. Those boxes are a lot of stitching, but it's very beautiful, so I'm going to do it. It's just going to take me a while. Yeah, so I will show you where I am. I think if you've watched one of my videos before, you'll be wondering where some of it has gone, and it's because I made a counting error, and I was half a stitch out, and I had to let's see if we can straighten this out a bit for you. I had to frog a lot of the purple winter dress box. The end was looking like it was in sight. I stitched the blue dress, part of the blue dress, and I'd filled all up here, and I'd filled a lot in there, and then I did the dress and I found out that I was half of a stitch out, and there was just, I went back and forth over, should I just pretend it doesn't exist and just do an extra large stitch on this one side. Yeah, in the end I was just like, no, let's just do it properly. Just rip all of it out. It was difficult. It was really difficult. But I did it. Had I counted the dress from this side instead of that side, I'd only have had to have ripped all of this out. But it was, which was the worst of two evils, ripping all of this bit out or ripping the dress out. and I'd noticed that I'd miscounted here by half a stitch on the border. So I ripped it all out and then I put it back in the bag, and that was that for me. I was like, yeah, we'll work on this another day when I've forgiven it. I think I've just about forgiven it now. So yeah, they say stitching is meant to be a stress-free hobby, but sometimes it really isn't. And that was one of the times. But it's done now. Okay. We have a lovely Liberty bag. This is my handmade by Patchwork paw print. You can see on the button, this was one of my first bags that I bought. I think she might have her own shop now. I got this off Etsy when she was still selling on Etsy. She might still be selling on Etsy, I don't really know. And this is Grow Your Own Garden by Yasmin's Made with Love. This is her first kit. She now has 2 kits in her shop. And yeah, it comes with all of the threads that you'll need, and instructions, and beads if you don't want to do French knots, and a really clear instruction pattern book. And here is where I am. The shiny bit on the welly should be that side, but I was being lazy and I thought I'll just copy the one boot from the other. Saves me looking at the pattern, and I ended up doing 2 of the same boot, but he's just going to be unique. In my kit I got the one with the needle minder. I think you can get options with no needle minder, but this is where I am. I used the 14 count Ada that was in it. I'm looking down because I'm reading off the chart, and I'm using the DMC colours that are provided as well. Yeah, I've got something stuck on my lip. Yeah, that is that, and he's lovely. So he's what's living in this bag at the moment. So yeah, I've just done him, and then I've got all of this to go. Yeah. Okay, we're coming up to the last few bits now. Right, this one is another project. I think this is the very first project bag that I bought, and I got it from Etsy, and I don't know who the seller is, or if the seller even does bags anymore, because it was years ago. But it's very lovely. It's a hedgehog and pin cushions. Oh, strawberries. And this is Vanessa. She is a very long-standing she's a very long-standing WIP, and this is what she will look like in the end. She is a Heritage Crafts kit. I'm using all of the called for threads and fabric, and she is another big lady. This was back in the day where I just taped up the edges. But it is acid free artist tape, so at least it shouldn't affect it that much. And here she is. So I've done a lot on her. She will be a gift for my mum. My mum bought the kit and then realised that she could not do it. Her eyesight isn't the best anymore, and she'd accidentally bought an even weave kit instead of Ada, so that also would not have helped with her eyesight. But here we are. Here is what I've done on Vanessa. She's really, really pretty. And it's amazing because there aren't that many colours with the kit, but you do a lot of blending, and most of this dress, there's so many different details and creases, but it only uses a handful of colours. Yeah, but the amount of detail that you can get just by blending different threads is absolutely amazing. It's really nice. It would look nice on my wall as well, wouldn't it? Just saying, Mum, just saying. So, yeah. Oh, I want to get her finished soon. She deserves to be finished. She's been in my WIP pile for too long, and she's just so pretty. So, yeah, she's lovely. I think I might be joining some ladies doing different challenges. I did a challenge on her last year. There's a few women who, for every mile the cyclists cycle on Tour de France, they put a stitch in. So I know there's a Tour de France challenge. I didn't do that last year, but I did the Spanish equivalent, and I got loads done. And it was quite easy because I just do all of my stitches for that day. It's not in Pattern Keeper, so I bought myself a little digital, is it in here? Yeah. I bought myself a little digital counter, and then every time I put a stitch in, but I wouldn't click it as soon as I put a stitch in, but if once I'd done 10 or 20, I'd click it. And yeah, I'd then knock off those stitches. So yeah, I might do that again. That was fun. Okay, and is this my last one? Yeah, it's my last one. This is an Oh So Alison bag again, and in here I have the Historical Sampler Company. Which one is this? Lovebirds Wedding Sampler. And I had the, is it linen? Yes, I had the linen version, which I have started, and I will show you now. So here is all that I've done so far. I've done the very middle. I need to get back onto this to do some more, and I've been married 16 years in August, and we don't have a wedding sampler, so I think I'm gonna put our name on this, and yeah, I might finish it by the time we've got to our 20th anniversary. You never know. So yeah, that is my WIP parade, my 2025 WIP parade. So yeah, I have quite a selection of projects on the go. I don't know if I'm going to have any finished in the next few days, but there's some that I'm hoping to finish this year. Yeah, and my table is a mess. But I thought just before I went, I would show you one or two things that I've had in the post recently. If all of you wanted to watch was the WIP parade, then thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my WIPs. Next time I might try to look a bit better with the camera, but it was just one of those, I've got the time, so let's just do it now. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and if you're sticking around, I think it will only take a few more minutes anyway. So this is what I have to show. I have the next cotton and twine box. So this one is on pre-order, but this one you can subscribe to right now. They started doing pre-orders for this one yesterday. Ooh. Sorry. And this is gorgeous. So May 2025 design. If you pre-order now, you will get this. It starts shipping from the 25th of May. And here is the design. It's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, you get your chart, which is nice and big. It's basically, oh, I'm no good at showing these things, this entire width. You get the fabric, the backing, and some rickrack. It will be nicer. I've had a look through this and just thrown it all back. Yeah, plenty of rickrack. You get a tasty treat and a little tea bag for your treat for yourself. You get a beautiful bar of soap, which is suitable for vegans, cruelty-free, sulfate-free, and paraben-free. I don't know what company this is, but it looks pretty. And then, as usual, you get your fabric, your thread, and your needle in this little baggie. So yeah, you get plenty of goodies. Plenty of goodies and the gorgeous design. So thank you for giving me that. I'll start stitching. It's soon, and then you will see some photos of it up on their Instagram page soon. And then the last thing I want to show you is some very, oh, it's just, some designers are just so lovely. Yeah, so I'll show you. So a week or so ago I got in touch with Romy's Creations. I have a few charts well, I had one chart from her and another chart that was designed by someone else that called for her thread. So I got in touch with her on Instagram and asked if I could, well, if she had any of her thread available, and she did. So I told her the list of threads that I needed, and yeah, she was lovely. I asked if I could do through PayPal. She sent me the PayPal invoice, and now I have my threads, which are beautiful, really nice. Yeah, and I thought, oh, I can't wait for those threads to arrive. They're going to be lovely. Anyway, yesterday I got a package and I thought, well, these are very heavy for threads, but okay. I opened up the package and there was my threads. But she went like a bit crazy. And yeah, she's just so lovely, because not only did she put threads in, she also put 5 charts in for me. Wow. Which I was not expecting at all. So I thought I would show them to you, because they're lovely, and she's a lovely person. So lovely people deserve to be shouted about. So the first one she sent me was Autumn in a Jar, and it's absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, I am, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm stitching that one 100%. She gave me this one, which is Long May You Live and Be Happy, and it's got a cute little cat and spores of thread. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. This one is so cute. It's so cute. It's Welcome Fall, and it's got a squirrel and the little bear. Well, he's not a little bear, he's a big bear. Absolutely gorgeous. So lovely. So lovely. I'll try and link her shop. I think she's on Etsy, but I will link her shop. And she also put in the note that she tried to find charts with squirrels, so she did a good job. She got the memo from my name. This one, which is Full Mini Sampler. Oh, cute. So that's 2 strands of linen, 32 count. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then the last one that she sent was In the Woods sewing set, and it's got the little needle book, and also it says the fob. So absolutely gorgeous. And all of those are from Romy's Creations, which I will send you. I will put a link down below, because she is so lovely, and she got the threads dispatched really quickly to me, and this was just, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So she was just too nice not to shout out. Yeah. And the last bit of news that I have to share with you is Cotton and Clay, who are on Etsy, but lovely Laura, she is Butterfly Stitches 83 on Instagram, and her business is Cotton and Clay. I'll try and tag them down below. She also has a Flosstube channel, which I will link down below as well, and she is doing a summer of stitching box. I think pre-orders start on the 6th of May. Yeah, and it's going to be a summer box full of stitchy goodness with a few treats for yourself. I think the idea is you get a box to open every week of the British UK school holidays, but that doesn't mean that you have to have children. It's just happened to work out that way. But yeah, you get 6 weeks of boxes. I believe it's a little bit like an advent calendar, but it's not an advent calendar. It's just a little treat for each week of the summer, because sometimes we, especially as mums, but anyone really, we tend to forget about ourselves during the summer. It's always busy, and I think it sounds like it's going to be a very nice treat. And she has a video out right now explaining all about what it is, because I'm aware I've just done a rubbish job at explaining what it is. Yeah, but it sounds very nice. And if you're someone like me who doesn't have advent calendars and they're not really your thing, it might be nice to try out a summer one. So yeah, so that is it. That is me all talked out. I now have to clear all of this up because I've made a mess, but it's been fun. I'm hoping to get back to Flosstube, and yeah, it's just been a busy couple of months, but other than that, all is okay. I'm just waffling on now, so I will say I hope you have a lovely weekend of stitching. I hope you have a lovely month of stitching, and I hope you stay well and happy, and I will see you next time. Bye.